Welcome back to Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks, big win last night. Win 4-3. Huge contributions from Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger, guys that are really integral to the success of this team. I don't think we talk enough about how good Trent Grisham has been, but his blast coming off the bench, giving the team the lead, it's just incredible. It's just absolutely. Tying the game is absolutely incredible. This guy has been invaluable for this club. Obviously not to the level of Max Fried, but just absolutely phenomenal. And again, they win in 10. Escara gets a walk-off hit. Just a phenomenal game. Ties up the game in the 8th. No one scores in the 9th. And then bottom of the 10th, Escara hits a sac fly to left field to get the run in. Yanks win 4-3. So there's a lot of really great stuff from this game. Grisham again. I was watching that at bat against Josh Adam, and he just was not able to locate his changeup at all. And Grisham did a really, really good job of laying off pitches down and away. Obviously, that is a pitch that Adam wants you to swing and miss at. It's about 88 miles an hour, really good movement, but at no point could he locate his pitch. He walked the guy ahead of him, so he was just having command issues. And I think he really fell in love with this changeup. He really didn't establish his fastball a ton, and Grisham, to his credit, laid off the stuff soft away, and he hung a changeup, started at him, broke right over the middle of the plate, middle in, and Grisham destroyed it. You talk about a no-doubter to the second deck in right field in Yankee Stadium. Just incredible. He has been so great for this team. After the game, we talked about just team has a lot of fight and grit, and not just his contributions on the field, but a really great clubhouse guy, a guy that can also play the outfield and play it well. Pretty surprised that San Diego got rid of him, probably because they have Jackson Merrill and they have an embarrassment of riches, but what a night for him. Bellinger shattered Cease's no-hit bid in the 7th inning. So just all great stuff around. This Padres team is legit. They're for real. And a tremendous win. Yankees go to 21-16. And again, this Padres team second in the NL West, just behind the Dodgers at 23-13. This is a great team. One of the best teams in the league. So a huge win for the Yankees. All right. Let's do this. So talk a little bit about Grisham. I want to get to Devin Williams. So if you're watching that game, they tie it, and I'm thinking, all right, okay, well, we have, definitely not thinking Devin Williams. And what does Aaron Boone do? He puts Devin Williams in the 10th. Now, at this point, I don't think that Devin Williams has earned the benefit of the doubt to come in high leverage situations anymore. He hasn't. He hasn't earned that right. He's had too many blown saves. Frankly, he's thrown too many non-competitive pitches, and it's a really, really big problem. But he comes in the 10th, and right away, it's just different. He's aggressive more with his fastball, and his changeup's so good that all he needs to do is throw his fastball for strikes, and he's going to be really successful. And he was able to do that, and when he throws his fastball early in the count and he gets ahead of hitters, his changeup is absolutely devastating. He struck out Tatis with a phenomenal changeup that pretty much started at the belt and went to the knees, but because of just that gyro bottom dropping out downward action, it just has so much spin that playing with the fastball, if you're behind in the count, it's such a difficult pitch to hit. And stranding the guy at third base and being able to get out of that inning, and you saw him. It was just this. I think we need to look at this as a turning point with him. Credit to Boone. I would have not brought him in a high leverage situation. Certainly not for a while, until he could show that he could establish his fastball and throw more competitive pitches early in the count and get ahead of hitters to complement his changeup. Credit Boone. He didn't do that. He brought him in against a great team at home in a huge situation when the game is tied in the 10th inning in extra innings. And he did great. That is as pressure-packed situation as you can get. And being able to strand a runner at third base in the 10th when you have a guy starting at second base, because it's just what a huge testament to him. And credit Aaron Boone for putting him out there, because I wouldn't. He didn't earn the benefit of the doubt, but he got it done last night, and you could see him after getting out of the inning just storming off the mound, screaming. We may look at this as an inflection point, like, oh, remember when Boone brought him in the extra inning game against San Diego, and he got out of it, and he got the hold. This might be the catalyst or the springboard that he needs to get rolling a little bit. And if he does, we'll look at this game and say, this was the game, and credit Boone for sticking with him, because I would not have. Like, no way. And then last, I want to talk about, so Stanton's been taking BP. He's really close. Before yesterday's game, he was on the field taking BP and looked really good, like nice and easy, but also the ball is just exploding off his bat. So that is obviously a huge component that this team needs to get a little bit more slug other than Judge's historic season. So he's 35 and he underwent 3 rounds of platelet-rich plasma injections to like help hit discomfort in elbows. This guy has more random injuries than anyone I can remember in Major League Baseball. Yeah, we've had some bizarre injuries, but the consistency with this guy's injuries, his quad, his hamstring, now his elbows. The amazing thing is he's an amazing physical specimen. You couldn't be in better shape, but he just cannot stay healthy. But I think this is going to be huge to get him back. They're champing at the bit for it. Boone is really optimistic the fact that he's taking BP. He's been on the 60-day IL since like way long ago. So again, the Yankees hopefully are getting help soon. Loaizaga has had his minor league rehab assignment, and he's currently in Single A in Tampa. He's working on a plan to get back to the big club, I think, by the end of this month. So I just want to touch on that a little bit because these re-additions of Stanton, Loaizaga, these are huge, huge guys that you're going to get back in your lineup and in your bullpen that are going to be immensely beneficial. And so the Yankees get a day off today. Let's rest up. We're all sore, playing Suburban Dad League softball. You get some injuries there. Yeah, hurt your rotator cuff, have to do some PT. We all need a day off. But the Yanks tomorrow start I believe a 3-game series against the Athletics in Sacramento. Games start 10:05 Eastern. Ugh, that's late. But obviously the A's, we know them, not a really competitive team. But I think this is a great opportunity for the Yankees. Like, you had some tough games. You're 21-16, first in the AL, which is awesome. Let's take these 3 games, which against a team that, let's face it, isn't very good, and take advantage of that. Like, don't take 2 out of 3. Like, sweep the 3-game set, and then they're on their West Coast trip after that, where they go to Seattle for a couple games. So, and they're back in New York on the 16th. But take this seriously. Like, I want to see games where they're winning by 7-8 runs. I don't want to see a lot of 3-2 games, 4-3 games. This is an opportunity to roll and have some blowout games, give your guys some rest, get some of the guys off the bench some playing time, and then just put a cushion in your first place lead by getting some games that, frankly, you should take and you should sweep this team. That's your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Enjoy your weekend. I will be back next Monday. Take care.